What's up, everybody? Bryce back here again with another bi-weekly video with the card game going on. This week I'm going to change it up a little bit more like I promised in the last video. I'm going to show you guys how exactly to ship your cards safely and securely so your customers are happy and more money comes into your pockets for selling your cards. So let's jump right in. First, we will start off with our supplies. So, step one, the card you are selling. In this case, it's a random Yu-Gi-Oh card I grabbed out of the binder. Don't really know anything about it, but that's just a weird card I chose. The next, you'll need a hard plastic shell case. It has like a little opening in the bottom that the card can slide right into. You will also need what they call a penny sleeve. It's a thin plastic little pocket that opens in the top like this so you can slide your card in. You're going to need what they call a top loader. This is another little thin plastic casing that also has a little slot in there, and it also has a little adhesive tab so you can take it off and then put the card in like so. You're going to need 2 pieces of cardboard cut small enough so it can fit into the last piece of supply we need, which is a bubble mailer. I believe this one is about 4x6. You can get 50 to 100 of them on Amazon, I believe, for almost nothing. But given what's going on in the world right now, it might take a little bit longer to get to you, but that's okay. So, like I was saying, we have our card, step one. What you're going to do is you're going to take this card, and you're going to put it in the penny sleeve. Give me 1 second so I can get it in the sleeve properly, since I'm holding the phone with one hand. 1 second, guys. Voila, it's in the penny sleeve like so. Gives it 1 extra coat of protection. The next step we're going to do is we're going to take the card in its plastic penny sleeve. We're going to put it in its plastic shell casing. Give me another second. Just like that, the magic trick worked. Now the card is in the little penny sleeve. Now it's in the plastic coating. And then next, we're going to take this card, we're going to slide it in this little adhesive top loader. So, cool, I picked out the right side. This one should go in a little easier. I should be able to do this one-handed. Come on. Did I pick the right side? Yes, I did. Okay, good. There we go. And that just slides right in. Since I'll be using this for a later sale, I'm not going to take the adhesive little tab off. But if I were normally selling this card to go out to a customer, I would take the sleeve off. It would fold over just like this. It would stick. And then you have 3 layers of protection, your penny sleeve, your plastic case, and then a top loader, they call it. So, next thing you're going to want to do is this is where the 2 pieces of cardboard are going to come in handy. So what you're going to do is you're going to lay 1 piece of cardboard flat. You're going to grab your safely encapsulated card. You're going to take your other piece of cardboard. You're going to put it over. And voila, you've got like a little sandwich. Gives it a nice protection against pretty much any damage. And then, of course, the last step, you're going to open up your poly mailer, and you're going to slide everything in. If I had 2 hands, guys, I would totally just put it all the way through, stick it on like so, and then be all good to go. And then, obviously, when you've got everything into the poly mailer good to go, you're going to put your label on the front here. You're going to tape it nicely and securely. What I always like to do, I like to use this adhesive tab that comes with the poly mailer, but just for a little bit of added protection, if you want, you can also use tape. You're going to have to tape on the shipping label anyway, so that's what I recommend doing. So, that's going to be the safest way to ship your cards, guys, for people who are buying them. I do want to share with you guys one more trick that it's a little bit riskier, but it might be able to save you a little bit of money. So, on eBay and Mercari, on eBay, there's something that you can charge for shipping called flat rate freight. And basically you just set a random number, not really a random number, but you set a number that you'd like to charge shipping for. It could be anything, and eBay allows you to pretty much use any shipping method you want. On Mercari, there's a setting called ship on your own, which is what I like to do for these cards. And it just makes shipping costs a lot easier. Let me explain. So, in order to do this, pretend the poly mailer is a regular like index envelope, like one that you do usually ship letters in, for example. It might have like paper like this, etc. and so forth. Like I said, just like a letter you put a stamp on. That's the kind of envelope I'm talking about. So what you could do is you could still do everything just like I've done here: the penny sleeve, the cardboard casing, and the the top loader, sorry, my memory is fading for that. You could probably make these pieces of cardboard a little bit smaller. You could still encapsulate this, and then you can put it into your paper envelope. Now, another thing you're going to need if you go that route is if you go to the post office, if you're shipping this through USPS, you're going to need what they call a label 400 from your local USPS office. And what it is it has these stickers on it with a tracking number. So, like I said, we're going to pretend that this poly mailer is actually just like a paper envelope. So, we're going to package up the card like so, put cardboard around it, we're going to put it in our paper envelope, we're going to get the address of the person who bought the card, we're going to write it onto the envelope, we're going to put a stamp on it, don't forget the stamp, you still need it even though you have this label 400, and then in order to seal shut the envelope, I wouldn't recommend licking it, I'd recommend just taking off this label and putting it onto the back of that envelope. That will save you a few dollars in shipping. The only thing I caution you with that on is sometimes USPS will send you a letter back and say, hey, you got to get a regular first class shipping label on it. Sometimes they won't care. It really all depends. You also don't want to make your buyers angry if the card takes too long to get to them. It's an experiment I've tried a few times. It's worked out okay. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But as long as you keep your buyers happy, that's what really matters. So if you're into risk, go ahead and try it. I don't like to take risks, so I always go with the poly envelope and first class shipping. Pretty much 99 times out of 100 unless there's an acceptance. So guys, that's about it for this video on how to package your cards safely and securely and also cost effectively for shipping. Penny sleeves, the cardboard, oh no, I'm sorry. Penny sleeves, the plastic shell casing, and the top loaders all together, I think I got 50 of each, I believe, and 50 poly nailers, all for like 20 bucks. They're really not that expensive, so really, really cost effective. Amazon is your place to go for that. Cardboard, any cardboard you have lying around the house will do. I would actually probably steer away from using priority mail cardboard because USPS tends to get mad if you use their boxes for shipping supplies, so stay clear of that. But thanks so much for watching, guys. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them down below. I appreciate all the love, the subscriptions, the comments, the likes, the questions, and even if you guys would just say, hey, you're helping me out, thanks for the video, I really appreciate that. I'm very happy to help. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for your support, and we'll see you next time.